Good morning everyone, I'm in the Volvo EX90 and today we're gonna do the long distance trip test, whatever. And I'm driving over 660 kilometers today because it's a different route I'm taking. I have to go to an appointment and it's 30 kilometers away from the longest distance where I do my normal 600 kilometer trip. And so I thought I have to combine this. I'm not gonna drive 660 kilometers and then a few days later do the same thing again for this test. So there is 90 kilometers of the 660, I think around this is country road, not just highway as usual. I also to reset my trip at home. I'm still in range mode. I wanna drive 140. That's my goal, because I used, of course, a better route planner and checked out the route, and it says the fastest with this car today is to drive 140. So I'm gonna try that. And I tried the navigating with Google Maps in the car, but you cannot set the state of charge at arrival and at the charger, and you cannot say what chargers you want to use. Ooh, Audi e-tron GT. Oh, I love this car. It's coming. So I did plan it with a better route planner, and I navigated to the first charger, Tesla supercharger in Münchberg Nord. And we'll see how we get there, because better route planner said I will arrive with 7%. Google Maps in here right now says I arrive with 29, which I doubt. Really doubt that. It's raining. I'm only in Regensburg. I already had a bit of a traffic jam. Not too much, but just a bit. Slow, very slowed down, and now it's raining like crazy here, and it might rain the whole trip. Car still says I arrive with 31%. I have the AC on now at 22 degrees. It's a bit warm. Dry the air and have it a bit cool as well. So we'll see. And of course I'm doing this test on a Monday. Normal weekday, so we have trucks, and so therefore way more traffic, and see if the steering assist works with this horrible, it's moving around with this horrible view. Can't see anything. I'm here at the first charger. It's raining like crazy. I arrived with 15%. There's a stupid non-electric car parking at a Tesla supercharger. A Volkswagen. I said it. Drive here was horrible. Raining the whole time and a lot of people driving slow. I drove pretty fast if I could, 160, 170, and I still arrived with 15%. So better route planner was totally wrong. I could have driven 150 and it was raining like crazy, like I said. But so it was very stressful to get here, but I did it. So we charged to 65%. So I navigated to where I have my meeting and then to the next charger, and it tells me I should only charge to 52%. That I don't think I can make that. And I see that we are fogging up in here. I have to do a bit. We're charging with 163 kilowatt at 29%. I charged to 67%. I just looked a bit, is this all right? And I haven't shown you my driving data. We should do that. So I drove so far 309 kilometers, average consumption 310 watt-hours per kilometer, average speed 112, used 96.2 kilowatt-hours so far. Metal. And I'm now going to my appointment. I think it's 30 kilometers or so, 26. And then we have to go back here and then we go to the next charger. How cool is that? My appointment is over. I've done everything. I'm on the way to the next charger. Car says arrive with 22%. 106 kilometers to go of 150 kilometers of range. I'm driving my 140. It's still raining like crazy. It's horrible. Vision and but the car is amazingly stable. Even with that rain, it's fine. It's heavy and gigantic tires, no problem. Arrived here with 17%. This is my driving data so far. I think 200 meters are missing here. Used 144 kilowatt hours. Nothing for battery care, doesn't preheat the battery, and minimal for climate. And I'm getting here the Tesla supercharger, 248 kilowatt. That's the stuff. Yeah, it's so much going on here. All Ionities are full, all 6. Tesla was all full. I'm parking here, charging at the disabled spot because everything was full, but now there's 1 free. No, 2 are free now because someone is driving too. Oh my God, so busy today. The drive was horrible. Again, weather, it rained the whole time. Now it's raining a tiny bit less. That's really awesome. I'm happy about that. So it says a charge to 52%. Let's see if this is enough. I charged to 54%, went really fast, great charging, felt good. I'm on my way again. It's busy and people are not driving. They stick around on the left lane as usual because why would you go away? It's just how it always was because they think they drive faster than the truck. That's just always like that. I'm on my last leg, 77 kilometers to go. I should arrive with 14%. I have 110 kilometers of range. I'm on the stupid A3 again, 2 lanes and very busy. Ugh, always so busy, even though right now it's okay. But usually it's even more busy. You're just driving 110 on the left lane because on the right side it's all trucks and on the left lane buses and campers and I don't know, or what is this, RVs are passing. If you want to charge for free, then use the app and charge. You install the app when you are at a charger, you rate the charger, you tell the charging provider and the community if something is not working or something could be improved. If you can charge with a trailer and other stuff, and the charging provider is so happy to get this information that it will give you stars and kilometers, and those you can exchange for charging credit. So use the link in the description below and download the app and get 20 kilometers to start with. I arrived at 1552 and with 8%. And let's look at our driving data so anyone can see with the temperature. And this is since reset, 645 kilometers in 6 hours, but charging is here not included. And 193.5 kilowatt hours used, average speed 107, but I think this is really without charging. I'm not sure. And 300 watt hours per kilometer consumption. Now let's analyze the data. 300 watt-hours per kilometer average consumption. Car showed 645 kilometers. Google Maps says 646, so that's amazingly accurate. I drove 392 minutes. That's deducting, of course, the time I was at the meeting and everything, but that's only 99 kilometers an hour average speed. That is not great, but many factors why it isn't great. Number one, there was 15 kilometers in the beginning where I drove country road, where I didn't drive highway speed, and then 15 kilometers to the meeting, 15 kilometers back. So that's 45 kilometers where I didn't drive like on the highway 130, 140, so maybe an average of 60 or something. So this puts it down. Number two, a tiny traffic jam in the beginning. And number three, it was raining. That means higher consumption, means longer charging, and it rained except for the first hour, and in between a bit of drizzle for 20-30 minutes. The rest, it was raining strongly. And the last one is that it was during the week, so trucks and everything, and especially the A3 had a lot of traffic that slowed me down, where I drove 100, where 110 or even slower on the left lane, where on a Sunday when there's not a lot of traffic, I can just go and drive 140 or even faster, especially at the end when I know I can arrive with a lower state of charge. I can drive a bit faster. So I'm very sure the car can do it at 110 kilometers an hour average, including charging. Now you will say, hey, why didn't you do the test then on a different day and not with this meeting you had? That is correct, but I think it's also a waste. I'm driving almost exactly the same route except for 45 kilometers or 40 even, and it's just a waste of energy, it's a waste of time, and I only had the car for a week, and like I said, only one Sunday, so the traffic, I can't do anything. The weather, the whole week it rained. I was lucky that on the Sunday when I did the range test it didn't rain too much, so it was only the meeting that took this all down. And like I said, it could be faster. But look at the charging. First charging session, 24 minutes, 61.5 kilowatt hours, 15 to 67%. That's 154 kilowatt average power, which is great when you consider charging to almost 70%. Second session, 15 minutes, 42.5 kilowatt hours, 17 to 54%, 170 kilowatt average power. That is really good. But for the whole trip, 104 kilowatt hours charged, 39 minutes, which is really okay for those two sessions. So the car is really good at a long distance trip. It was extremely comfortable, had everything that you need, very stable, even in the rain and at high speeds. That was awesome. This is something I like a lot. Yes, on a normal day, like I said, normal Sunday, where I usually do the tests when I have the car for longer than just a week, then, and it wouldn't be a holiday season right now, because even now on a Sunday it will be busy, but not all the time. That's the good thing. But the car is great. It's just way too big for me, for example. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below. And here on YouTube, there's also channel membership. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I have a third YouTube channel where I started to vlog. Every few days there's a video behind the battery. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.